Is using AI to write cheating? In this episode, I'm going to answer that question, and I'm going to give you the proven workflow to completely remove any concerns about cheating. First, I'll show you what is and isn't cheating when it comes to AI. Second, I'll give you the secret workflow that turns it into, is it cheating, to definitely not. And third, I'll show you how you can even repurpose your writing so you can get other pieces of content as well. All right, so is using AI to cheat? I think it's similar to the question we may have asked when the internet first came out. Is using the internet instead of a dictionary cheating? At the end of the day, the answer is no. And I don't think there's anybody now that would say, no, you have to use a dictionary. You can't use the internet. We might have to be more cautious. Is it accurate? Am I getting it from a reputable source? But with the internet, we have access to more accurate information faster. With a dictionary, when it's printed, it might be out of date. Using the internet instead of the dictionary makes sense now. But when it first came out, that wasn't always the case. It's the same thing with using AI. If you're using it properly, if you're not just picking the first thing that you see and copying and pasting, it can be a hugely helpful tool. When ChatGPT first came out, I was really excited to use it. And then I saw some of my colleagues, people that I really respected in my space and in other spaces, talking about how awful it was that somebody was using AI, talking about how it was cheating, talking about how it was diminishing their ability to do their work well. And I was tempted to not use it. I thought, maybe they're right. Maybe it would make me a terrible person, a terrible business owner. Maybe I should just stay away from it because I don't want them to think badly about me. Then I remembered they're not paying my bills. And so at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, am I more concerned with what other people may or may not think, or am I more concerned about being able to provide for myself, my family, make a better community, all of those things? And so for me, that's kind of what I look at when I'm deciding, am I going to use AI or not? Now, I'm not saying to use AI irresponsibly. I'm not saying to steal from other people. I'm not saying to just copy and paste the first thing it gives you. In fact, I'm going to give you a workflow that will help you ensure you're not cheating, and any concerns about that completely goes away. Here we go. But before we do, I'm curious, did you feel that way as well when ChatGPT first came out? Were you worried about what people might think if you were using it? Let me know in the comments below. All right, now here's that workflow I told you about. The first thing you're going to want to do is come up with an outline. And great news, ChatGPT or Claude can help you do that. First, you're going to go into ChatGPT or Claude. I like using ChatGPT because there's more you can do with it. I'm using the newest version of that, and you're going to tell it about who your audience is. Now, if you're just starting out, you may not be totally sure who your audience is. If you've never worked with a copywriter or you haven't really done a lot of work on identifying your audience, you may say, I help these kind of people do this kind of thing, and that might be about all you have. We can actually go a lot deeper using AI to get to the heart of who your audience is. So here's how you're going to do it. Type in, I work with whoever you work with to help them, however you help them. But then after that, we're also going to go in more depth. Anything else you can think of, any patterns you've seen with your audience, people that you love working with, what do they have in common? It could be an industry they're in, it could be things they're interested in, it could be reasons they come to you. Whatever they have in common, we want to put that in there. You can just do a brain dump here. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be magnificently structured or prompted, just brain dump. Then you're going to ask ChatGPT to help you identify who your audience is. And we're going to ask it to go at a deeper level, go deep into that psyche so that you understand not only who they are at a surface level, but also what motivates with them, what drives them, what gets them excited to wake up in the morning, what is aspirational and inspirational to them, and also what bothers them, what keeps them up at night, what their pain points are. Now, ChatGPT is going to make some assumptions based on what you told it, and it's going to help you further identify who your audience is. The more clear you are on your audience, the easier everything else is going to be. Now that you're clear on who your audience is, you're going to ask ChatGPT to outline some content for you. Usually I'll ask it to come up with 50 ideas on content that my audience might be interested in. Questions they want me to answer, things they need to know to go from point A, which is either not knowing about me or knowing about me but not having bought from me, to point Z or D or whatever, which is buying from me. After it creates the outline, I'm going to record myself talking about my thoughts on that outline. Now, this is really where the magic happens. This is where you can say, oh yeah, I'm definitely not cheating. As you record yourself talking out the outline, talking out your thoughts on that, we're going to finish it and then put the transcript into ChatGPT. Once that transcript's in there, then you can ask it to come up with content. It's going to use your voice, your words, your tone, your ideas, because you put that into there and said specifically, use this transcript to come up with a Facebook post using best practices for Facebook in 2024, 2025, whenever it is. Then you'll ask for an email, a blog post. There's so much you can ask for once you have that transcript. And because you're using your transcript, you can be certain that it's coming from your ideas, your thoughts. It's not stealing from someone else. It's not cheating. You're not just copying and pasting from what somebody else has thought of or what ChatGPT has pulled together. Next, you're going to use ChatGPT to review the content. So not only is it writing the content once you have that transcript, it's also going to review the content for you to make sure that it's using really good hooks, to make sure that it makes sense, to make sure that there's nothing else that your audience might have questions about that you could add in later. At the end of the day, using this, you really only have to do one piece of content. A 4 to 8 minute transcript is going to be perfect. Now, the really cool thing about this is that if you record a video, you can then use a tool like Minvo or Descripts Underlord to then chop it into pieces and have reels as well. So not only now do you have a video, you have an audio that you could repurpose into a podcast, you have an email, you have different reels, you have Instagram posts, you have pretty much any other kind of piece of content that you could want. You can even ask it how to turn it into a lead magnet or how to get you started on an offer around this topic if your audience responds well to it. There's even a way you can do this automatically so that all you need to do is a 4 to 8 minute video, and then we have a system that automatically, instantaneously takes care of the rest of it for you. If you're a big fan of automations like I am, just say automations below. Now, if you like this human first with the help of AI approach, and you want to use AI to repurpose without starting from zero, I have a free gift for you. This is something I've worked on for the last 18 months to really tweak it and make sure that I'm giving you the best, most up-to-date resource possible. It's called the Instant AI Content System Checklist. It's what you need to create your own human-first, AI-powered, automated content machine. Click the link that comes with this video to get this resource for free. I'm Brittany Long, and I'll see you next time.